welcome back to Brandi Outdoors. Today I'm getting ready to start doing more backpacking. After hurting my ankle, it's kind of slowed me down a little bit. Today's video is going to be mostly about my gear for backpacking. I'm trying to revamp my gear. It's been a while. It's been everything that I've had for about 20 years, and I've been looking for a tent. So let's go tent shopping. And now I just got to the Evergreen Gear Exchange. So this is a new place that's supposed to have secondhand and consignment camping and backpacking gear. So let's go see what they got. Pretty good, how are you? Is it's got one door on it. I was really wanting to get one that had two doors on it for Ginger. The size isn't bad. The floor looks pretty good. All right, I got done setting that tent up, and it was in good condition. It was a good tent, but it just had one door, and I'm really looking for one that has two doors since I got Ginger, and a little more of the awnings that go off them. So I'm still gonna go check a few more places out. There is a thrift store across the street. I was kind of thinking about running in there, just seeing if, you never know what they got. These guys probably go over and check out their camping stuff all the time, but I'm gonna run over there, see if they got any camping stuff in the thrift store since I'm here, and then we're gonna... All right, let's go check out this thrift store and see if they got any camping gear in the back. Some old backpacks. All right, I found the camping stuff. The store's definitely got creepy thrift store vibes. Could buy a fire log for $12.99. Not happening. Air mattresses. Seeing a lot of like large tent camping stuff. Not really backpacking stuff. All right, the thrift store The thrift store didn't have any backpacking gear. They had old vintage backpacks, but they didn't have any tents or anything like that. So I'm gonna head up to the trading post. I think it's called the trading post. I don't know, I've been there one time, so we're gonna go check that place out. And then after that, I'm heading to REI to go see what they got. And then hopefully we'll find a tent somewhere. Alright, we're heading to, it's actually at Ace Hardware, but they also have a lot of outdoor gear, a part of this store. So we're gonna go check that out, see what they got, and then after that, I'm heading to REI. Not gonna spend too much time driving around the town of Spokane. Alright, we're just pulling into the store. It's the Ace Hardware and the general store. A fine parking spot. Shouldn't be too long. Right up front. Let's get the car locked up since I do have all my backpacking gear in here already. At least what I do got. Big old Sasquatch. I do need to get a new water filtration, but not today. It's only $6. I should just get it. It's starting to get warm and muggy. Alright, they didn't have any backpacking tents, but they had so much cool stuff in there to look at and a ton of outdoor stuff that I had to get out fast. I gotta stay focused on what I need, and that's the tent today. So we're gonna head to REI and hopefully they got the tent that I've been looking at online there. So that's where we're off to now.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West Mission Avenue.
Go park in the back somewhere. I believe it is. Over here. All right, let's go in REI and hope they got that tent that I've been looking at. Not sure where the front door is. This is a really cool old brick building. It's got to be one of the older, definitely one of the older buildings downtown. All right, I got the tent. Yay! It was the last one they had. And I think it's gonna work really well for Ginger. It's big enough so she's gonna fit in there. So now we get to go set it up again and get Ginger used to it. So that was the last tent that they had in the orange. I really wanted the green color. It was kind of like the color of the shirt, but this was the only one they had left. I could have ordered it, but I set this one up and I felt after I set it up and I want to get the tent set up so I can get Ginger used to getting into it because she's a little skittish about it. Ginger. So today I'm going to go over what backpacking gear that I have, that I've had for a long time. And I did pick up a tent yesterday, so I'm excited about that. And I'm going to go ahead and just go through what I have, what I still need. I think we'll start off with Ginger. She's like, I don't like wearing clothes, huh? So Ginger's gonna be packing. I'm hoping she can pack her own food and whatever little dog things she needs. I did happen to pick up this little dog pack for free. It's gonna be great for her just to get used to wearing something on her, because when I first put it on, she's like, I'm not moving. When we do finally get ready to do some longer backpacking trips, I am gonna buy her one that fits her more comfortably and it's more durable. This one is great, but it is definitely, it's got a lot of loose parts on it. So she will be getting a pack. So I'm going to start off with my backpack that I got probably over 25 years ago. I have used it a bit over the years, so it's still in really good condition. It doesn't have any broken parts on it. So we'll start with that. So this is my Kelty backpack, and it has a lot of great stuff on it. This top part, which everyone calls, I guess, the brain, this actually comes off and I can use it as a fanny pack, which is great, so you don't have to pack like an extra bag. It's got a lot of room in it. All the zippers still work. It does have a really good frame, the metal frame, and everything is adjustable, and everything's adjustable, and it's designed for women, so it fits your back pretty well. All right, let's go over the rest of what I got. All right, next is my sleeping pad that I do want to upgrade to. I looked around at some yesterday and I was so close to buying one, but I think I'm gonna hold out and test a lot more and see what I really want, because they are expensive. I bought this one around the same time that I got that backpack. It was probably over 25 years ago, and I think I got this one at Cabela's, but it is the thermal rest, and I don't even know where the cover ended up with this, so I've got an exercise band. That's how much I exercise, is I ended up using it to roll my pad up. Anyways, I need to replace this because these ones are they're outdated. I really like the new ones that they've come out with. So I'm gonna keep this. I'll use it a couple times. I'm gonna keep looking for a good deal. Moving on to the sleeping bag. This sleeping bag is a down sleeping bag, and I think I've showed this in some of my other videos because I use this in the Jeep. But this is I think it's good for plus 20, I think. I'd have to look it up. I think it says it on the sleeping bag. But I bought this at REI also. I've had this sleeping bag for over 20 years, and I've used this the most out of all of my backpacking gear, and it's still in excellent condition. The zipper's good, so I don't need to replace this. It's a little bulky compared to what they got now, but I don't care. This is the tent that I just got yesterday. So this is a backpacking tent, trail made for 2 people, because I needed room for Ginger, and I really wanted to get the green, but this was our last one that they had left, So next is my trekking poles, and I was gifted these by a friend that didn't use them, and I used these hiking into the enchantments out of Leavenworth, and I really like using these, and I think I'm gonna need to use these with my ankle injuries now. I feel like I need to bring these even if I don't use them, just just in case I sprain my ankle and I need the extra support getting out. I gotta figure that out though, because hiking with Ginger on a leash and then having the weight on my back, and I usually have my tripod in my hand and my cell phone, so it's gonna be... Next, I have a nice little hatchet that has the extra paracord on it. It has a nice little sheath that it goes into, and it also has a flint stone that's also part of its little case here. And this is pretty light, and I think this would just be handy just to have no matter what, especially when I could start having fires again. So I got that. I also have this foldable handsaw that I could also cut wood with. I also got this emergency blanket that I've had for a really long time and I've never had to use. It's red, and then it's got all the hooks on it. I was thinking this would be great to use if I needed it under my tent, but this tent did come with a footprint. So I'm thinking about ordering one of those new really light tarps that are pretty big that you can tie over. I think they're going to be a lot lighter than this because this has some weight to it. I also have this knife that I like to have when I'm kind of cruising around. I've got this cup. This is off a thermos, a Stanley thermos, and it's just what I had, so I'm going to use it. It's plastic, and this part unscrews, so you actually have like 2 cups. So I got that for cups. You guys have seen this. This is also off some of my thermos. It's a Stanley little stove. But this fits on top of my gas stove that I have. And this I've had also for 20 years. And it's just the Primus with the smaller gas canister. I've got that, and I'll keep using that because that works really well and it's light. Next, for water stuff, I did buy one of these Nalgees, but if I have water in something that's colored longer than a few hours, it really upsets my stomach. So I usually use the Smart Water bottles because those do fit on to the Sawyer water filter. I've had this since my trip to the Enchantments, and I dried it out really good, but I'm feeling like I need to get a new one of these because it's been sitting for about 6 years. I think I should get a new one. It has the little bag that comes with it. I still got that. So I think I'll invest in a new one of those because those really aren't that... I think I paid $12 for that. It's probably a bit more now, but it's definitely worth getting. So then Ginger's got... This is her little fold-up water and food bowl. And this is kind of like some of the stuff that I would like to be able to put in her pack. Just a little food bowl or water for backpacking. This is heavy. This is my rechargeable power bank for my cell phone. So I can recharge it. That's got weight, but that's definitely going. This is just something that I've had. It's an emergency poncho. I mean, throw that in there. I also have my headlamp. I got this whistle that's got temperature, a little compass, and it's got a, what do you call these? A magnifying glass, which, you know, you can start a fire with that if you need to. So I've had that for a long time. I also got my headlamp. I got a bear horn. You guys know that I definitely have other means of protection with dealing with wildlife, but I did get this horn in case I do roll my ankle and I fall in a hole or something. I can honk this and maybe somebody will hear it. Also, I think I've showed this before too, so I got this for the Jeep. It's very light, and it's a rechargeable lantern. So it has the regular light that turns on. It also has a flash on it, which I thought the flash lights up here. I thought the flash, I don't know, if like maybe you had some animals sniffing around your tent, you could probably maybe hit the flash and maybe it'll spook them. I don't know, throw them off. That was just my idea. It does have a clip, which is going to be nice to hook in the top of the tent. So, and now moving on to some layers that I keep inside my pack. All right, last I also got this at a secondhand store. It is a down vest, which I wear this in a lot of my videos. But this is super, super light, and I like to have vests because I like to be able to move my shoulders and my arms around. So I got this, will squish in there easy. And then I have a really light, just a Columbia rain jacket that folds down really, really small. So that's what I have for now for my backpack. And I will have food and water, Ginger's food, and I'll be adding to this with some smaller stuff. This is just what I have right now. So after that fall I had last week and sprained my ankle because I had a lot of gear in the back of the truck and it was hot, and it just was a reminder that I really need to focus on getting in shape right now. So that's going to be it for this video. It's all I could get out for this week with my ankle healing up. It's still bruised up. It still hurts if I put weight on it too long in the day. So I'm taking it easy and refocusing on getting all this stuff ready. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.